Good evening. Let's have a chat about my Japanese brethren, shall we? Size does matter, honey, or at least that's what Shimano thought when they were designing these cranks. Although ostensibly they were shooting for a lower rider position. Now, this is nothing new. Shimano has had many famous flops, and I'll be the first to admit I am a huge Shimano fanboy. It could be my extreme bias. Half of me, after all, did come from that godforsaken island. But, listen, we've had Biopace. We've had the dual control mountain bike shifters, where you do this like a freaky penguin in order to shift while also trying to keep control of your mountain bike. And what we're talking about tonight is Dynadrive. Ooh, computer-designed 80s technology. What you have are pedals where your foot, the ball of your foot, is actually directly in line with the axis of the pedals. Does it look familiar? If you're into mountain biking, there's been this vaporware pedal for about the last 10 years called flypaper, which he says is for cornering. You get better cornering clearance. The principle is more or less the same. In fact, the way it attaches to the crank is really similar as well. And current mountain bike flat pedals, the trend seems to be towards thinner, lower, lower to the ground. I've never seen such thin, normal pedals that don't have crazy things going on as I have this year. So, they offered these in Dura Ace, Shimano 600, and Dior. And this stuff is very nice. If it wasn't such a piss-poor idea, if we're just looking at it from how it was designed and manufactured, it's good stuff. It's beautifully made. So, the theory was that a lower rider position would offer better quartering, better handling, and you would have better biomechanical efficiency by having your foot directly in line with the pedal axis. So, yeah, a swing and a miss, Shimano. This is the Dior. It is a 1-inch hex fitting here, threading into an enormous hole in your crank arm. One thing that's kind of funny is they actually did have adapters. You see them from time to time on eBay. So the pedal adapter would thread into this hole, and then you'd have a 9/16 normal left and right pedal thread that you could thread normal pedals into. So, you spend all your money on fancy pants Dura Ace AX, I think it was AX, and then just put some MKS pedals on it because these are unwieldy. So, yeah, I don't have much to say about these. They're hilarious when they come in and someone's using them on a commuter bike. Having this asymmetrical load on the bearings was, by all reports, pretty bad for the bearings. They didn't seem to last very long. Luckily, they're pretty easy to service. This is more or less a cone and lock nut assembly, just like normal pedals. You immobilize this cone. This is a 16mm hex fitting. You unscrew them from each other, and you've got something like 3/16 bearings inside here, a row on the top, and a row on the bottom. The Dura Ace is kind of funky. I was looking at this bizarre plastic cap and thinking, yeah, that's probably started out life at the same exact color as Shimano Special Grease. You can go ahead and pry this boy up. And it's just a cap. It's just the only thing keeping your bearings shielded from the elements. One thing that I thought was strange is I wonder if Shimano sold two different custom pedal wrenches for the various systems. The Dior, you need a 1-inch wrench to get them on and off, or just, you know, like a channel lock or something. Actually, I don't know if it's exactly 1 inch. Hold on a second. Good old snappy doodle dandy. Yeah, we got 1 inch. This, however, the Dura-Ace is 30 millimeters. So, at a minimum, we have two different pedal wrenches necessary to use these. Shimano. I thought that 1980s cocaine wave only broke in the United States and Europe. I didn't know it made it all the way to the land of the rising sun. Yeah, you can just imagine them in the boardroom, hyped out of their minds, like, yeah, that's a great idea. Yeah, oh, absolutely. Yeah. Do you have a drawing of it? No? Okay, make one by tomorrow. Good night. And then they head down to the izakaya and get some chicken and lots of sake. So, that's it for tonight. I'm done disparaging my own people. And, you know, the thing is that I love Shimano. And I think it's hilarious. They hit the nail on the head so often that their missteps are something to cherish. You know, it's like, have you ever dated a girl and she's just super duper perfect, but then once in a while, like you're watching a movie and she rips a hideous fart? That break of the perfection is really the charm, you know? A beautiful girl with a huge nose. I love it. It's the Oriental rug thing. Anyway, signing off. Sleep well, sleep tight, and remember, size does matter.